Hey, hey, stick motor control. Show you how to do this without breaking anything. You know, because I get a lot of these that are broken because of the way people take them apart. So let me get right into this. Alright, this camera pointed down a little bit. And focus. Pretty good. Alright. So you need a couple tools. This is a number 6 torch. Number 8 torch. I don't think I'm going to be using that. I'm going to be using a Phillips. And yeah, that's about it. Number 6 torch and a Phillips works pretty good. So there's 4 screws in the back of the USB cover right here, or USB port cover. First thing you have to do is take this off. Really easy. Whoop. I think I made a mistake here. I think we need a 6mm hex for this. If we do, I got a much more comfortable one around here somewhere, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'll just get this off real quick. I gotta be real careful, man, because there's leprechauns in here. No, pretty easy, man. Pretty easy stuff, guys. Well, it's easy if you've seen it done before, you know, and you got something to refer to. You don't have to learn by trial and error. You know, there's a lot of information out there. Alright. Get this thing off sometimes it can be a little tricky, but a lot of times you get lucky and it just comes off with the screws. Thread on this one. Alright. So these are special little screws that look like this. I don't know if you can see that. See if I can get a close up. Yeah, I'll see if I'll focus in. I'll get a little close. And focus in now. There you go. So the head looks kind of like that. Anyway, there's 4 of those. Don't lose them. You need them. Alright, now on this, right here, there's going to be 3 Phillips screws. 1, 2, 3 Phillips screws. There's going to be this little black bar that sits above this white thing. It's attached to the white thing. You got to be real careful with that, but you can flip the black bar up. You know, you can use your fingernail or whatever. But I always do it pretty slowly, and I'm pretty gentle with it because I see me break. Okay, now you can see this is actually up. And then there's 2 really small ones. Right here and here, and those are the that's your C1, C2 button. And okay, once those are released, put that out of the way, put that out of the way. Don't worry about detaching the other one yet. Now you got to get these 3 screws out here. So this part right here is like the most complicated part. The rest of it's pretty easy. We got 4 screws after this, and we're done. Now I'm going to show you where those 4 screws are. Get this out of here. Okay, now I can flip this thing up. Take that off. Take that now. You can flip this up. Always kind of pinch the cable right there so I don't pull it, stress it out or anything, and just pull this right off. It just slides off. Remember how you did that, because you're going to put it back the same way. Alright, these things right here, these come out. There's 2 screws under there. So they can be a bit of a bear to get out, but they do come out. See, they're a little sticky on them. Just set them off to the side. You put them back in, they won't fall out. This is kind of reusable sticky stuff. Alright, so you're going to have 2 Phillips in there. One there, and there. And up here at the top of these things, there's one underneath each one of these. And again, you don't have to take the whole thing off. You can just pull up on that a little bit, be a little persistent. There's nothing to it. Now there's a double-sided tape on here. If it stays on, fine, don't mess with it. Just poke a hole right through it. Get to the screw. Back that screw all the way out. That way it'll keep the screw from coming out of there. You won't have to worry about losing it. Let's see what I got going on here, right? Because I'm not going to have to re-glue anything. I'm not going to have to do anything. Okay, I think that one's out. We'll do the same thing the other side. Hopefully we get lucky. And yep, the whole thing came off, which is okay. Set it off to the side. Be kind of careful with this stuff right here, because these areas, these holes where these screws are in and stuff, that's what people break all the time, trying to pry these things apart and stuff. So you're not going to use any kind of prying thing at all. Just going to make sure the screws are loose and out. That one's done. Okay, so now I always kind of go from the top because I can grab this bar and put the pressure on it. And wow, that one just popped right apart. They usually don't pop quite that much, but it's okay. So there you go. Now there's the inside. Here's how you unplug the battery. It's got a little squeeze, and it comes apart just like that. You can see this, but I'm going to try to make it where you can. It has a little lock on it. You can see it lift up when I press down the back of it. Yeah, that thing is the lock. Okay. So this is the battery. You want to take that out. I know the battery here, I know at least part of that one's bad, but I'm just going to put this one right back in here, just like that. Plug it in. Okay, battery's all plugged in. Now that's the tricky part here. See that little slot? See that slot right there? Right there. You get that cable. You get this little flex cable to go up in that slot. So I usually just bend the back a little bit more towards the back, kind of straighten it out a little bit. You don't have to take anything out of that, off that motherboard. Okay, so I'm going to put that cable right into that slot. Now you see it in that slot, sticking out the back. Get everything together here. Don't have to force anything. There's a little snap right there, but again, like I said, you don't have to force anything. So I'll put a couple of screws in this thing. This screw, of course, is still in there. Yeah, this screw's still in here too, so it'll make that easy. The other screw. Okay. Just pop this screw. So this battery that I put in here is has no charge on it whatsoever. So I'm going to put it on the charger here in a minute. But I want to show you how to finish putting this together. First, okay, now we got to connect that fat ribbon cable to the board. I do the same thing I did when I took it out. I kind of hold my finger against the deal to hold it there. Make sure your little black bar here is flipped up and it's loose and floppy. And then you just have to, you'll know it when you have it, man. You get it on there. Whoops. Being a little rattling, but you get it. There you go. You can see the white line on that does not go all the way to the connector, it just goes to the edge of the board. Little white line right there. Okay, now you're good to go. You can flip your C1 cable and C2 cable up out of the way for a minute. Slip the board into place. There's 3 nice little mounts for it there. Put your 3 screws back in. I'm going to put one in for a minute. This back goes back down on it. You know, just you don't have to force anything. It's all good. I'm only putting one screw in here for a minute because I want to put it on a charger and see if this battery's in good. So I might take this apart again. So yeah, I think it's going to be okay. Looks like it's taking a charge. Anyhow, guys, let me know what you want to know about as far as these go, and I will. I'll try and get up there for you. You know, I do some pretty crazy things. You know, I'll take like this is a P3. And you see we got 4 mounting bolts on the motor. Well, people don't realize that this motor is the same as a motor on a P4. And you can actually combine these motors and wind up with P4 motors on your P3 if you have P3 Pro. Just a fun fact. All right, guys. See you later. Thank you very much.